Value has already been popular in a show. As a matter of fact, 1,000 added to the total of over 7,400 spoken for. Oh, I'm sorry, 8,400 have been spoken for. Our today's special value is new, and it comes to us from Temp-tations, the collection of stoneware that was created by Tara Tesher to enhance our home and our experience, giving us beautiful stoneware that we can use and serve and bake in. Well, now she took that whole philosophy outside about 2 years ago and introduced the Temp-tations outdoor collection. One of the most popular items is the wind spinner, and we're going to take you on a tour of each one of the 8 critters and 8 motifs that we are offering with this. But you need to know, today's special value price is $79.98 for these, 4 easy pays of $20 on a credit card. We're offering you a saving of almost $95.
It's incredible.
Off of what you would pay for this originally. The 77.5 inch, which I'm calling the extra large, would sell normally for $133.99. You also get, not to be overlooked, the smaller, this is 31 inches, and of course you're getting that as part of this today's special value. Normally that would be $40 by itself. So all told, $173 and change, and you're getting it for $79.98. That's a better than BOGO situation.
Yes, it is. Hello, everybody.
What's
I'm
up?
sneaking around the back.
How are you? It's good to see you.
So
you look beautiful.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure.
It's Destination 365.
You got it.
All right.
So here are the motifs, and what I love about this, and we'll show a little spin, but I also want you to be able to see the back. The entire spinner is beautifully detailed on the front, on the back, on both sides, and for the first time, these are also solar lit. So you are getting the full shebang here.
Are.
That's the 77.5, and once again, here's the 31 inch. You get them both for $79.98. This is our We Love Seashells.
Yes.
Seashells.
I tried this at midnight. It did not work. Okay, I do not recommend. So here's what's magical about our wind spinner. So first of all, it turns 360 degrees.
Right.
It also turns clockwise and counterclockwise. So depending on the wind that you have there, you're going to have that magical spin each and every time. That gorgeous crackle globe is going to give you a warm, soft glow at night, and it'll stay on for 10 hours on both the mini and the extra large.
Yeah.
But look at the detail and the patterns.
Pretty.
This is
so
what
let's
makes
go
it
through
so
all of them,
magical.
and then we'll come back and
we'll
go
do the
through.
I love that.
Okay. So this is the shell.
Seashells.
Seashells.
Get right. Never gonna happen.
Then we have our beautiful lemon
and
palm.
Yes.
Next up is this gorgeous sunflower. Right. And then this patriotic has been the most popular already. So if you want the patriotic, please don't wait on that one. Again, don't forget, you also get the mini with this as well. Moving over, we have, I think this one is so much fun.
Yes.
Have you ever seen the parade of the flamingos at the resort? So we went to a resort in the Bahamas, and they actually have a flamingo habitat, and they actually parade through the resort. It's so cool. So that's beautiful.
Look at with the palm trees,
and then you get the mini with that as well. Love the butterflies. Look at the gradient work with that.
I love to say it's like the jewel tones, right? Your sapphires, your amethyst, your emeralds.
Gorgeous.
This is I'm partial to our multi-critter. So this is going to have all of the critters, and I'll talk to you about those as well.
Ladybugs, hummingbirds, butterflies. You got them all. The bees. Oh my! And then last but certainly not least, the hummingbird, choice. So one again, if you were to buy one that large at retail, you'd pay $133 and change for it. The mini would cost you another $40, so $173.99 total. We have them for today only. Price goes up at the end of the day, and this is a collection that Tara designs exclusively for us here at QVC. $79.98. All right.
So let's talk about all of the detailing, because I love what you were saying. Let me help you, because the butterfly has decided it loves your shirt. Okay.
Thank you.
Hold, please. Stand by.
All right.
Standing by.
As we're unhooking my shirt, talk to us about what we're seeing
all
here.
right. So there is that 360-degree spin, as well as the counterclockwise and clockwise motion. You're having, again, all of that metallic paint, and there is that beautiful globe. The reason why we do the crackle glass is that it illuminates and it cascades that light into the areas. It's a soft, warm glow. And then the fact that you're getting that kind of pinwheel mini that comes along along with it. That's what makes it so special. But let's talk about how not every wind spinner is made the same. These have a gorgeous hand-painted sprayed pattern and color and detail. So you have that iridescent paint that brings these critters and pieces to life. They're also painted, if you notice, Jane, on the back. Again, not all wind spinners are created equal. So the amount of workmanship and detail, these are works of art. And then even that center, yeah, we'll get him flying straight in a minute. Yeah. There we go. No, even the center, usually you'll see like a black knob. I grabbed that beautiful flower and had it there. So everything you would come to expect from a beautiful wall art, something that you'd want to have out in your yard, these are just magical.
And they look like they're in flight.
They do.
As they're kind of zipping around.
Yes.
It's beautiful. And what I love too is that high gloss finish is water resistant.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it is
every
weather
corrosion,
proof,
water,
right?
exactly. We had Andrea called us last night at midnight, and she was saying that she lives in like a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
And she said she bought it last year, one of ours, and it looks as good as new, but she never has to worry about it.
You know, and it also could be a scarecrow. If you put this in your garden, it might help to keep some of the little critters away because of the movement. So I love that part. And I'm also thinking, you know, I know that I love the look. It's a piece of art for your backyard. The big one would be great for my backyard, but it would be too big for my daughters. So I'm going to give the small one to her. So if you have a patio or a smaller piece of property that you want to give that to or make it a gift, then break up the set. You don't have to keep them both, but I do like the consistency.
I design these for all spaces, right? Whether it's going to be a balcony that you have or a palatial estate, and invite me over if you have that. But follow me up here because this is, and if it's easier to shoot here, we can stay here. This is our critters. So we have our hummingbird, that of course is wisdom. We have our ladybug, that's good luck. We have our butterfly, that's transformation. Our dragonfly, perseverance. And the bumblebee, determination. So I love incorporating, and again, all of those metallic paints, the flower, they literally look three-dimensional, like you could go ahead and just pluck them.
When you think about all the colors that are going to be blooming in our gardens, we're starting to see the cherry blossoms, the pinks and the purples, the yellows, the greens. This is going to stand out. And then when everything turns green in the summertime, you'll still have that bright kind of bouquet-like look moving through your yard.
Absolutely so. So that's our multi-critter. Then let's talk about our butterfly. The butterfly, of course, is going to be that transformation. This is, to me, all of our jewel tones. Your emerald green, your gorgeous sapphire at the bottom, and that amethyst there in the middle. Notice how they really do create that beautiful pop so that it's gorgeous when the daylight's out. When the sun hits this, it's stunning. At nighttime, it's equally as beautiful because that crackle glass orb will, of course, illuminate everything. First time we've ever done the crackle glass on the mini. So again, now you're able to illuminate those minis. Put them in the planters if you want to. We also have a set of 2 as an additional purchase if you wanted to complete your
and the reason for the crackle glass is that it is more reflective. It actually the light hits it, and of course during the day it's going to splay off some beautiful light. Then when the sun goes down, you'll get that warm glow. Not surprising, the multi-critter choice has been very, very popular.
Love it.
So please, if you want that or that patriotic, those two are really flying out of here, so don't wait. Here's our flamingo.
Yeah, so this is just fun. This is that tropical, bright pinks and whites, and like you were saying, with the palm trees, this is kind of that great, fun, kitschy look that I love so much. We were saying last night, it's almost a little preppy. Then the patriotic, I have to say, really does look like the stars that you would see on a quilt. And we've pulled them out with some of our amazing patterns of the stripes and the stars and the firework detail that you see there. But remember, 360 degrees and clockwise and counterclockwise.
And all of the dimension that these beautiful wind spinners have in the individual icons also catch the light because they're high gloss finish.
Thank you.
This is a beveled shape in the star. In the sunflower, you get actual dimension from all the petals.
Yeah.
So every one of them, every petal will pick up the light and send it to you in a different way. Plus, you have that beautiful crackle glass that warm glow that will happen at night.
This is already shining in here and we're not even out in the sun.
Exactly.
So to your point, great point. And then as you were mentioning, this is what I love, the golds that you have here. Look at even the leaf detail. Like, it's not just a plain green leaf. You have the variations like you would see out in nature. I have to say there's something so stunning about a sunflower. It's one of obviously the iconic, most popular flowers in our
winter,
gardens.
Spring, summer, or fall.
Is there a song like that?
I think there
Winters.
is.
Okay, got it. All right, so there's our beautiful sunflower. Okay, I have to say, I have to brag on the lemons and palms because we were able to, again, hammer that lemon. So when we talk about not all wind spinners being created the same, these are not only works of art, but they're also technology built in from the globe, from the spinning, from, again, the great size, 21 inches. Like, this is such a great profile that you can tuck anywhere.
And don't forget the
minis.
little mini. I mean,
know.
honestly, I feel like it's even harder to do those kind of details
100%.
on smaller pieces.
You are 100%.
So this, although, you know, valued at only $40 at retail, being part of the set is a huge deal. Normally, this set would cost you $173. We have it for $79.98 today. So that's a better than BOGO situation.
And last but not least, we have our summer shells, or seashells, which we won't say it, but you have the yellow and the brown. Look how we have that hammered, punched embossing on your starfish. Notice how you have the striations on the shells. So truly taking all of the lifelike detail and putting it into this punched metal that's painted on the front and the back, and that also gives you that great presence. And we can take a walk around.
So
because
no
it's
ghosting
spectacular.
on the back of this, which is so often what you'll see, just the galvanized metal on standard wind spinners. This is your chance. The price on this goes up at the end of the day, so get them while we have them. What a beautiful way to add color and movement into your garden patio, or maybe just even on your front door. And there's no limit. If you want to get more than one set today, please feel free.
I love this by the front door, right? Especially the patriotic. There's something, look how it pops on, again, that great background there. So there you can see counterclockwise, clockwise, and then depending on the wind, it'll also spin like that. So you'll see that great orb, and then the mini that we just tucked right down in the mulch bed. Planted some beautiful flowers around it. Look at that. Like, you have a gorgeous creation in your oasis space, because let's talk about it. I think we're spending more time at home, and we really want our space to be comforting. Well,
Tara, of course, as you know, is one of our Q50 ambassadors. So in the Age of Possibility that we launched last year, you know, we're really focusing on what that means, and what it means to us is exactly what you just saw. And your home is your castle. We want to enhance it. We want to spend more time there. And we want our home to be the one that everybody looks at. When you're driving down the street, we want our home to be the one that people are jealous of and say, wow, look at that. Where did she get that? That's exactly what we're doing here. So again, this is one of those pieces that just adds so much personality.
Dimension.
Do you see the flash of light as you're spinning that around?
Thank you. I will do it a little slower so we can grab it. The back is illuminating. The front is illuminating because you have that iridescent paint that's on here. And as Jane was mentioning, corrosion. You don't have to worry about this. It's everything free. Rust, corrosion, weatherproof. We recommend you bring it in weather, but I did want to just mention, and I didn't show this at midnight, you can pop the top right off, so you can leave that pole in the ground if you want to, and just take the spinner part inside.
If you're getting ready for hurricane, whatever. Hurricane Jane's coming through, take it out.
And look, this is what your daughter's going to do.
The 77.5 inch, the diameter on the actual wind spinner is 20. And of course, it's approximately 10 inches from one side to the next. In your smaller mini, your height is 31 inches, but the diameter of the flowers, or whatever the icons are, is going to be just about 10, and that's about 8 inches in width. So you get some movement on the either side of the globe. Talk to us about the batteries and what we have to do when we get this
So when
home.
you get it home, you're going to actually have that globe. You can pop the globe out. There's an on-off button underneath. There's rechargeable batteries in here already. You're going to take it once you get it home, assemble it, let it sit outside for at least, a full day, 10 hours, and you will get 10 hours of illumination with every single charge. So super easy, little minor assembly. You're just going to put the pole together. There's a little stake to put it in the ground or put it in your your planters if you want to. Again, you don't have to have this grandiose yard or space. If you have that awkward kind of area where you're like, you know what, I just want to fill it, you can do that. And reminder, these were super popular at midnight. We have the extra set of 2 of the minis that coordinate back with the big today's special value. So if you wanted to have kind of the trio of the minis with the big one, you can do that as well if your budget permits.
Well, think about all of the other accessories too that Tara has in her collection of the Temp-tation outdoors, and get a coordinated